why would I base my opinion based off somebody else's review on the internet? What sense does that make? Like that shit irritated me. It irritates me. Why would I base my views on a movie based off what somebody else's think?
You talking about me?
No. Because remember I said I watched that review on YouTube and
Yeah.
maybe yeah, she was that guy. But I'm like, I don't care about that guy's opinion. I watched the movie and that's what I thought of the movie.
How the hell are you supposed to follow someone's opinion just because you like them? What the hell?
Welcome to the Spooky Dooky Podcast, the only horror podcast for you social outcasts. Hosted by us, I'm Derek.
I'm Mike.
And we just seen Us. I actually just got back from the movie theater about 5 minutes ago for
You
seeing
saw it
it
twice.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could do our normal formatting of going through the whole movie because this is a pretty long movie, and also to explain this movie scene by scene would be very tedious.
Yeah, we don't gotta go by every beat of the movie. But I have a feeling we're gonna get like a lot of new viewers. So
Yeah.
just for everybody who's listening, this is gonna be a whole bunch of spoilers.
Yeah, dude, like, we usually don't care because we review things that aren't, I guess, within the week of it coming out. I assume this is going to come out the week of when Us is released, so, yeah, spoiler alert, definitely.
And I feel like this one's gonna be less of a run through the movie like we normally do and more of a discussion.
Yeah,
Which is gonna
theories
be
and
great.
such.
Yes.
There's so much depth to this movie.
Yeah,
Now,
it is.
let's talk about, because we both went to see it opening night, right?
Yes, we
And
did.
I posted, I loved it. And you posted, people are going to hate me for what I have to say about this movie. What was your initial reaction to it before you saw it the second time?
And that's the thing. I didn't even have a bad reaction to the movie. I just thought it was okay. And people fucking was
If
up
you
my
say
ass about
if
the
you
movie
say
just being okay.
anything is okay, like a Jordan Peele movie now, I think that's going to be the case. Everyone's going to be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't get it."
And that's another thing that's pissed me off about it. Everybody's like, I mean, it's a Jordan Peele's movie. This is what? It's the second movie?
Yo, Jordan
Do
Peele
people...
has the fastest reputation ever out of any director. Everyone already, you know how like there's Tarantino's and Shyamalan's. He had made one movie, and everyone's like, "Yo, this is a Jordan Peele movie. It's gonna be great." He had one movie.
Did he do Keanu? Was that like his was that one of his movies? Because if it is, he shouldn't be held up on such a high pedestal if that was one of his movies.
I have no idea if he did that. But so
Did
what
you
was?
see Keanu?
No,
The movie about the cat?
nope.
It was the first movie after like Key and Peele, the show ended. They did this movie together.
Oh, I know what you're talking about
Yeah.
now. It's a comedy.
Yeah, it's a comedy.
Oh
And it
no, I
was
didn't see
not
that.
good.
I thought you were talking about Keanu Reeves for a second. I was
Oh no,
confused.
no, no, no,
No, I get it. No, I
no.
didn't see that. But no, so that they both went in on that. Then
Okay, yeah.
you're saying, okay, I guess that was his first movie. It looked okay.
Okay.
Was it good?
It felt like one of Key and Peele's like not one of their like least strongest sketches, and it just dragged out for an hour and a half. So
Yikes.
yeah.
I usually like whatever they do, though. I was a big fan of them on Mad TV and all of their little things they did. Like Jordan Peele's done some cameos in like some Adult Swim shows, like Children's Hospital and stuff like that. I don't know. I usually like their comedy, but now Jordan's going into the horror realm, which I watched a couple interviews. He's huge into horror, so
Yeah, he is.
that's cool. He's very into like the whole lore of it, which is great because I was watching, I don't know if it was like GQ or something. He was talking about how the little aspects of horror he dips into his movies, the little references, like you have to really
Oh,
watch.
he even did it in Key and Peele sketches. Like I was so proud of Jalea when we watched one of his sketches. It was like the Continental Hotel thing,
Hmm.
and he's like eating all this food or whatever. And then at the end of the sketch, he was like, I would like to stay here indefinitely. And the bellhop was like, "Sir, you've already been here." and the Jordan Peele just looked at the camera. He was like, "Oh," and then they cut to the a picture on the wall, and it was like 1986 or 1896 or some shit. And you see Jordan Peele in the picture, and it was like a reference to fucking The Shining, and
Mm.
Jalea got that reference. And then they had another sketch with the same character, and that was based off a episode of Twilight Zone that had William Shatner in it, which was
Oh, that
also
one, the one with the
yeah,
plane.
yeah.
Yo, it makes sense. He's so lucky. This Get Out really pushed him to such mainstream like credibility where he gets things like the Twilight Zone. He loves the Twilight Zone. He gets to direct. He's doing Candyman. He loves Candyman. Good for him.
Yeah, yeah,
Imagine like you being so famous that you get to be a part of like your favorite franchise. That's like unheard of. That's so cool.
yeah. If I was able to do an Evil Dead remake, I would fucking die.
Mm. We should just make like a C-rate movie of it. It won't be a B. It would be a C. It'd be shittier. But all right, let's go back on topic. When you initially saw it,
Mhm,
okay, you thought it was okay.
right.
Now, what does that exactly mean for the people who are mad at you for saying that?
So, as a movie altogether, I thought it was because of like the plot holes. It was so many fucking plot
I did
holes,
notice some.
right? And it was just like fucking with my mind because normally when I watch a movie, I turn my brain off and I watch it. But I knew we were gonna review this movie, so like I paid very close attention. And then when something didn't make sense, it fucking fucked with my brain, so I didn't know what was going on. Um, but then I remember Jordan Peele making a tweet saying Us is a horror movie, and of course, you know what horror movies you're supposed to ignore certain plot holes or whatever
Mm-hmm.
and just go with it. And and it was hard for me to just go with it because people were just reading so much into this fucking movie, and I'm just like, am I supposed to ignore the fucking illogical things that's happening, or am I supposed to just have fun with the movie? I don't know. I don't get it, and that's what my issue was with the movie. It was an okay movie. It was a good horror movie, and so overall, I just gave it an okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
Now, being okay is pretty split, which is good. But everyone's
right.
gonna when everything is so hyped like this, that's not gonna be the public perception of it. They're gonna uh, hate you for it. Has it changed since you've seen it the second time?
It's hard to say because I literally just came back from the movies. Because I don't know if I'm just saying this off of the high of me just watching it or not. I have to sit with it, but I think I did enjoy the movie a lot better the second time.
Well, what did you see differently this time?
It was dark as fuck.
Yes.
It was so goddamn dark. Oh my god. Cause like when I first started watching it the second time, when I was thinking, I was like, man, Jordan Peele's he should have had the balls to at least kill one of these members of the family.
Mm-hmm.
But then as I'm watching Lupita's character, the tether version, come in and explain her story,
Yeah.
it was so fucking sad. My
Did
eyes
you
started to
laugh?
tear up. No, I didn't laugh.
Yo, my theater is so ridiculous. Now let me just go on a tiny little tangent about my experience. I'm trying to take this movie very seriously. Opening night crowds are the fucking worst. They're a bunch of fucking normies who talk during the film, laugh at things you're not supposed to. Like, you know how her voice was really deep.
Right.
Everyone's laughing at the shit. It's a very serious moment. I'm trying to take in what she is saying. And everyone just like, oh, she said stupid. Like,
Oh man.
and the guy next to me, which I thought it was a teenager the whole time. He was like
Uh,
probably my age, was talking through the whole fucking thing, and I like reacting to things like, "What are you doing? You're stupid. What do you like the key? Like you're the key." And
yeah.
I'm just like, "Yo, I have such anger issues. I'm about to turn and just punch this guy in the fucking face because they're taking the tension out of this movie for me." And
See, I had the reverse experience my first time seeing it. Like when she started talking,
Hmm.
I hear some girls screaming, "What the fuck is wrong with her? Why is she talking like that?" And like they were like legit scared. It was so funny to me.
I'd
But
rather that happen
yeah,
because it's
yeah,
giving the reaction
right.
that is necessary. You know when the twins are doing cartwheels? Is that
Yeah.
supposed to be funny?
No.
I fought
So
everyone I saw it with and said it's supposed to be funny because I was like, dude, I'm trying to absorb this movie for what it is. I know Jordan Peele's a comedian. I know there's comedic things inside this. Like Wilson Duke's character is brilliant. Great
Wilson,
character.
which one is that? The white dude?
Who?
Wait, Wilson Dukes. Who's that?
The guy from Black Panther,
Oh,
the dad.
the big. Okay.
I liked his character a lot. It reminded me of what's that movie where you really like the character? Escape Room. Was it
Oh,
Escape Room?
yeah, it was Escape Room. Mike from Escape Room.
Very similar, very corny, but very likable.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of the jokes kind of made me cringe, like when he got out the car and did a dab.
It's supposed to, though. It's supposed to.
Yeah, yeah, dad jokes.
He's supposed to be a dad, a corny dad. But like when he goes outside and faces the tethers, which the tethers are what they are called, the opposite of the family, which
Right.
is a very interesting concept that I can't let's get into the tethered for a second.
Mm,
Now, spoiler alerts are coming in fresh right here. All right. There is a thing where Adelaide, she is not the original Adelaide, apparently.
right.
Did you see that coming? I did
Yes.
not. I didn't.
Okay. This is why I fucking hate trailers to movies. The trailer fucking spoiled it to me because in one of the trailers you see the little girl choking herself.
Yeah.
God damn it. It has spoiled it for me. And it pissed me off.
See,
It
when I
pissed me
saw
off
that,
so much.
I tried to think like, oh, it's just like
A scene that was added but it originally got cut
or a dream or something.
oh
Or an
see.
optical illusion, like a paranoia thing. Like you could tell she's in like a funhouse in the trailer. At least I could, and I was like,
Yeah.
maybe she's imagining it. Oh well, yes. So that's when you figured it out.
Yeah, because in the beginning when they showed her and then they cut away to the title sequence, which I want
Yeah.
to get into too, because that was fucking nice.
Mhm.
Um, like when they cut away from it and then show her like choke her, I'm thinking, oh, okay, they just put that scene in the trailer, but it's not gonna be in the movie because they did that shit with the Bye Bye Man to make the Bye Bye Man look fucking more interesting, but the movie was fucking shitty. I thought they cut it away, but still in the back of my mind, I'm just thinking she switched and my like I still kept thinking it's gonna happen and then like when she killed the one of the twins when she went back in the house to grab the key she
Yeah.
started making grunting noises like one of the tethers and I was
Yeah.
like fuck she's one of the tethers fucking hell and yeah but whatever.
I think I was late to the party. I think I realized that she was not the right one when the daughter was hanging upside down, the tethered daughter, and
Hmm.
she didn't kill her.
Right.
And I was like, why? Because it reminds you of your kid, but it's like something else is wrong.
But even if she was a tether or she is a tether but I still don't understand like why she would be connected to her. Like, why does she care? That's not your real daughter. Like, I don't know.
No, that's her real daughter then. She was the original tethered,
But
and
that's not
she's
her daughter. She didn't give birth to her. She gave birth to the normal one.
no. Wait, wait,
Yeah,
wait, wait,
they
wait, wait.
switched when they were kids.
They switched when they were kids.
Yeah,
Oh, so she gave birth. You're right, but
yeah.
she's thinking because what the fuck? Now I'm confused.
I mean, maybe she's like, oh man, if I would have stayed down there, my daughter could have been in this predicament or some shit. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Maybe it could have meant something, whatever.
Now the second thing, because that was the first twist. The second twist that is not confirmed.
Well, the son, okay.
The son,
That's
yes.
another reason why I went to go see it a second time because I was like, it makes no sense.
Let's put context to what we're talking about.
Motherfuckers think that the son was actually a tethered the whole time.
Now the
That
son,
that he switched out the summer previous to when they got there.
they allude to a thing that they were at the summer house in, was it Venice or whatever, or is it Santa Cruz? Santa Cruz.
Correct, yeah, Santa Cruz.
They referenced in the beginning of the movie that they were there last summer, and he finds this little magic trick thing that he had last summer, apparently. He's like, I can never figure it out, and I can't remember why. It's like a fire starting magic trick or something.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
exactly
yeah,
what it is.
yeah. It's one. You know how magicians make fire come out of their palms or whatever?
Yeah.
That's what it does.
Okay.
I only know that because I believe Michael Scott was trying to use that in the office.
So he starts saying how he doesn't know how to do it anymore. And also, in the beginning of the movie, when they're in the car driving to Santa Cruz, the daughter references uh the government puts fluoride in our water.
Right.
Did you notice that they was like
Yeah.
they were throwing out some conspiracies out there, and when most things were happening with the tethered and
Mhm.
the dad is shocked, the daughter's shocked, them two always kind of stayed like, "Fuck, I knew you were coming."
Yeah. Yeah.
Think
Okay.
about the
Here's
couch
my
scene.
theory.
Think about the
Yeah.
couch scene when they
Yeah.
meet.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. 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 But okay. So I seen all those videos like explaining
I watched
how
so many.
yeah how the sun could be a tethered, and so that's why it just made me more confused. So I was like, all right, let me watch the movie, and I feel like these people are just trying to cash out with this fucking theory
So you
because
don't believe it? I
I
believe it.
don't believe it at all. Because I
Why don't
just
you believe it?
because the people who made these videos cut out like things that they said in the movie that could debunk that theory too.
Like
Like
what?
they were saying that the sun was acting strange and different, like saying
Yes.
different things that they weren't used to.
Yes.
But the son kept alluding, and the father kept alluding that he got that language from his father, speaking like that.
Yes.
Right. Also, the whole him building a tunnel in the sand or whatever,
Yes.
I feel like he's somewhat connected with that whole tethered area thing or whatever, the undergroundness or whatever, because his mother was in a tethered,
Yeah.
but I don't think the daughter has these connections because she was given birth vaginally and
Yeah.
the son was given birth through C-section. So maybe that was like I don't
Like
know.
like a tunnel. Like okay. So you're saying the C-section is a tunnel?
No, I'm just saying the C-section was just what made him different from everybody else,
Interesting.
which was what made the tether version different too.
I'll counter it because people say that also he could have changed because they say that Jason, the son, changed because his grandmother died and he was really close to his grandmother.
Right.
But there's also a couple of theories out. Well, it's a very long shot, very long shot. Did Jason kill the grandmother? No, I
No.
don't think so. But someone put that on the table, made me think. Also, you didn't hear the dad curse at all in the movie. They just said that he could have got it from him. Or did we hear him curse? I don't remember. I just don't see that character cursing. I kind of believe the theory. Yes, it's a cash grabby thing of
I'm pretty
everyone's
sure
like,
he cursed a couple of times.
all right. So it is a cash grabby theory because they want the views. They want to be like, I'm the
Right.
first one. But I
Yeah.
don't know. Remember at the end when Adelaide and Jason are staring at each other and they have this weird understanding of each other when they're
Yeah.
driving away.
Yeah.
And Jason puts on the mask.
Yeah. Jason always puts on his mask
But why does he do that?
because he's just like, fuck it. We just gonna go back to the way things were. You're still my
No.
mother, but
But
I know you're a
why
tethered
does he
version.
love his mask so much?
He likes dogs. I don't know.
He likes dogs. You just want to leave it at that.
I mean, in the very beginning, he said he wanted a dog. He was a weird kid.
You don't believe that he's some sort of like animalistic. Like he was the original. He could
Yeah,
have
I
been the original
think he is.
predator. So he could have been like saw himself as like an animal. But remember, okay, we have to explain the underground of. Well, there's a lot of stuff that is missing here. For people who saw the movie, they understand what's going on here. Let's
Right.
explain the whole funhouse thing. So this is the part of the plot we'll go into.
So like the very beginning, like
Yes.
my little
Yes.
girl was watching Channel 11 News at 11 o'clock, and it was a Hands Across America commercial. Cause then it cuts to them at the fucking Santa Cruz Bay, at the beach, and she's with her family, her father and mother, who seem like they're very toxic individuals. Um, uh, the father's playing a carnival game. He wins he wins something, and
A Michael
he's like,
Jackson Thriller shirt.
yeah, he's like, you get to choose what you want. She's like, I want number 11, which turns out to be a Michael Jackson Thriller shirt. Then he plays whack-a-mole. Do you get the whack-a-mole thing?
No.
It's a game where you keep the moles underneath the ground by hitting them over the head.
Clever, Jordan.
Yeah. So while he's playing whack-a-mole, the mother goes to the bathroom. Father's not watching the girl. Girl walks away. Goes down to the beach. She sees the house of mirrors. She goes into the house of mirrors. Of course, you see your reflection everywhere. But as she's looking around, she's backing up, and she's backing up into herself. That's not her reflection. She turns around, and her reflection, well, the person's facing the opposite direction, and then you cut to the title screen, which is my favorite part. Well, not my favorite part, but the person who fucking scores these Jordan Peele movies are fantastic.
The score was beautiful and the cinematography amazing.
Yes. Oh my god. Apparently, like, deep inside the fucking House of Mirrors, there's like a doorway, and then down that doorway is a down escalator, and that's a whole tunnel down there, because the movie starts off with some title words saying there's 1,000 miles worth of tunnels underneath America that's abandoned and aren't being used, and that's what the tunnels are. It's just a whole bunch of people down there, and they're clones of the people above ground,
Mm-hmm.
and the people below ground are tethered. So the tethered are doing the exact same movement of their clones above ground. So like there'll be people on a roller coaster, and then the people underneath the ground, they aren't on a roller coaster, but their movements are mocking those that's on a roller coaster. And then instead of eating normal food, the people on the ground, they eat raw rabbits.
Which
Yeah.
is a nod to the original clone was a rabbit.
Right. Yeah.
So basically, Adelaide, the real version, got switched with the tethered version. Now she lives down there, and they aren't a vocal species. They don't know English. They've been stuck down there. But Adelaide says a story when she has them captive that they knew she was different. They knew she could be like their leader, because when tethered Adelaide got switched into the real world, they took the daughter to like a psychiatrist or therapist, something, and they're like, she won't talk to us. Why? Something happened to her. She's traumatized. And they're like, make her express herself artistically or through dance. And she started dancing. And when, I guess, the one on top started dancing, so did the other one. I forgot what she said. And the reason why the tethered one up above couldn't communicate because she didn't know English.
Right. None of the tethered people know how to speak. Even throughout the whole movie, none of the tethered people know how to speak.
And everyone kept laughing whenever they're making those noises, and I'm getting so pissed. I get it. It's a little bit like once. I get it. It's in a shock, you know.
Did you go see it with a bunch of 2-year-olds?
Dude, I am done with opening night crowd. That's the problem.
I think it depends on here it depends on where the theater you go to. Yeah.
When Winston Duke's character, the dad, was on the boat and he made the noise, I'm like, we already heard the noise. It's not that funny. And everyone just kept like,
oh, did you catch that? When he was making the noise on the boat, you noticed who he was talking to?
No.
See, remember. At first I thought it was one of his family members that he was screaming at, like talking to, but he was talking to the white dude. I don't know his name.
Yo, fucking Tim Heidecker is in this movie as a comedic character.
I like his other version. It was actually pretty funny.
It was weird that it makes sense because Jordan and him have been friends for years. Obviously, if people don't know, this guy's from the Tim and Eric Awesome Show, and it's a very, very weird show. I don't even enjoy it, but I appreciate what he does for comedy. And they had a family friends, I guess, that they met up with at the beach, and they were living close to in proximity, and they all start trying to kill um, the family too. There's a whole bunch of tethers out there. They find out. Why
That
sigh?
that was one of my biggest gripes with the movie. I
Why
don't
is that?
understand how the cloning works. I don't understand it. Okay, so with horror movies, I feel like um I don't know. It's just like if you don't if you want to remain ambiguous, don't make any explanations to like what's going on, right?
Yes.
So like I feel like if he didn't say that the government cloned those people, then the movie would have been less confusing. But since he said the government cloned those people, it just brought up more questions like how long ago did he clone these people? How many generations does this go by? Because there's a lot of people down there.
Yeah.
How did all those clothes get
Well,
down there? Where did the
Jordan.
scissors come from? Where did the red clothes come from?
Yes,
How...
that's a big hole that I'll get into in a second. But with the whole American people got cloned, Jordan didn't shove social commentary in their faces in a way, which I enjoyed. But that first sign was, what did they say? We're American or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Who
she's like,
said
"Who
that?
are you people?" And Lupita Nyong'o was like, "We're Americans," and
Which was very creepy and very
yeah,
cool. But that's without Jordan saying that, and the other thing with like cloning, there is no social commentary. Jordan definitely wants to have a hint of it. So yeah, it brings up more questions of, okay, when Adelaide gets down there and tries to rally the troops and whatever, where did she get all the red jumpsuits? Where did she get all the scissors? You're down there, how do you Amazon fucking has like your address? That is strange. That
and
is
then
a plot hole I did not like.
people keep irritating me because they're like, "Oh, you just didn't get the movie." What do you mean? They didn't explain it. They didn't explain any of this, and that's what's like. It was like,
Someone said back to you that
yes,
you don't get the movie because you said how'd they get the scissors and the jumpsuits?
yes.
You
It
don't
was
get
like
the
maybe you,
movie. Say okay, you get the movie. How'd they get the jumpsuits and scissors?
and then I forget how the conversation even went, but then I'm like, I'm explaining stuff in the movie, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't even catch that part." And I'm like, "How you didn't catch those basic parts?" And you're getting on me for not understanding where they get all these clothes from.
I think a lot of people go into this movie with knowing that everyone's gonna like it, and they're like, "Yeah, I get it. I'm smart, and I liked it." So everyone's very defensive about it. They're not actually taking into it. Are they actually going to see the other theories about it? I watched 10 videos when I got home to try to understand everything because I admit I didn't catch everything. And I'm not supposed to. Jordan is going in so many different directions because that's what he likes, and he never explains what he's going for. So there is no proof of anything besides, okay, it's basically
On the internet.
spoon fed that Adelaide is switched. That's confirmed.
I wish they didn't do that.
Why?
That movie would have been so much more fun if you didn't know, and it would have been up in the air. Like, is she switched? I don't know, and that's just be something you talk about forever. But you know that she switched, and I mean, I guess it makes the movie way more darker,
Mm-hmm.
but it'll be more fun if they just didn't let us know that she was switched. Like, have you assume, and then you can have arguments on the internet, and the movie would be just,
The
I don't
Reddit
know.
would be crazy.
Yeah.
How did you think of the acting?
Oh God, she's not gonna get an Oscar because it's a horror movie, but God, it was good. Actually, I
Think,
don't know because Jordan Peele,
yeah.
they're trying to give blacks more fucking Oscars because they did that with the goddamn Black Panther, the most overrated movie ever.
Now with the acting for me, I absolutely loved it
Uh-huh.
because think about it. That person played both parts.
Right, yeah.
And Lupita killed that shit with the facial expressions.
Bruh. She is so fucking gorgeous and terrifying at the same time, and I don't understand. Oh man. Oh, and I'm so stupid too. So when I first watched it, that scene where the girl's driving the car, the daughter,
Mm-hmm.
and I see Lupita, her character in the background, in the back seat, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, she's in the back seat with you guys, and I was like, oh wait a minute, that's the right one. I
Yeah.
just I'm so stupid because all I saw is her bulging eyes in the background. Every time I see the bulging eyes, I just think it's the tether. Well, not the tether version, but the crazy one. Red. Her name is Red. I'm gonna
Yeah,
just call her Red.
dude, she killed that shit. Very similar to Tony Collette in Hereditary. Great, great, great performance. Wilson Dukes did a great job, but I will complain a little bit that when serious things, besides the fact that the theater was annoying, they try to make it lighthearted in very tense situations. Like, besides the fact that
And
people
like
were laughing at things
fuck
that
the
weren't supposed
police
to be
playing in the
funny.
background.
What?
And like fuck the police playing in the background.
That annoyed me, but I guess is whatever. And
I liked it
also,
though, like when it first played, because it was like fuck the police coming straight from the
no, they
underground.
should have ended it
Yeah,
after
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because it kept going, it took. I'm trying to concentrate on the tenseness of the scene of them
Right.
wrestling the twins and the other family, and then also when they get to the ambulance and Wilson Duke's character and the daughter notice all of the tethers holding hands.
Some weird fucking performance art.
Just it's such a dude. You're in so deep into this. There's. I get it. I try to make light of situations through humor. I feel like you're so fucked right now. It's unrealistic to be that upbeat with that humor.
I
But whatever.
don't know. I don't know.
Jordan is a comedian. If he has to sprinkle that in to get his vision across, I'm with it. But it's not
I
my
feel
favorite.
like you and I, if we were in a situation like that, our humor wouldn't die.
We'll have to find out. But I guess it's not what I want in a horror movie because a lot of those things I feel like there was so much missed opportunity with tension in this movie. That's like my only complaint. I love this movie otherwise. People need to stop comparing it to Get Out though, because it's completely different. Let's just get into the Hands Across America thing. They end the movie, spoiler, kiss my ass, with
We've been talking about spoilers.
yeah, with all of the people holding hands. And everyone I saw in the comment section was like, that would take so much years of coordination. Yeah, she's down there. That's what they're doing. But does that leave the world post this? I'm trying to think. What? It's a social movement, I guess, them holding hands about to be noticed, tethered, right?
Right.
Okay. So let's just try to play, I don't know, like, trying to solve what happens after this. Do they all go to jail? Do they get sent back to the underground? Like, what happens?
I don't know, because like they show the helicopters.
Yeah, I think it was. I guess it's a good ending because, the message, but it also kind of just makes you think like, oh, what was the point? Shouldn't you just keep attacking? Because Adelaide kind of really wants the higher surface people to be eliminated. So what's the point of doing the protest? You're peaceful, but you're killing.
Does she want them eliminated? I thought she just wanted Adelaide dead.
Why couldn't she just do that on her own and not get tethered to do that then?
Because I guess she wanted them to be free.
Mm-hmm.
And they got what they wanted. But it's so messed up because she didn't get what she wanted in the end.
Mm-hmm.
At all. Because my second time watching it, I just reversed the viewpoints. It's just like,
That's cool.
I thought about it as a revenge story. This little girl gets taken away from her family, and she's
the victim.
She builds an army, and she's getting ready to take revenge on a person who took her away from her family, and then in the end, she just dies, and it fails. It's messed up.
I think I see her as the victim. But a lot of people will say, well, wasn't the other one a victim being put down there originally? I guess there's no winner.
I didn't think about it like that.
Because it's hard to choose who you empathize with. I think they're trying to trick you into empathizing with the Surface Adelaide. But if you think about it, she's not even the original Surface Adelaide. So it's
And
so.
then we didn't even get into like what these people are supposed to represent.
Mm-hmm.
Like the tethered are the people, below the poverty line, and the people above ground are the privileged.
At first, I thought it was a commentary on like jails, but that was wrong. That's the first thing I kind of thought of. The conditions they keep
Um,
them in, not treating them like people, not
yeah, and then a lot of people talk about that whole thing of poverty and privilege thing, but they didn't talk about like the other stuff that they like mentioned in the movie, like the whole idea of having like a mental disability and
That's
like
what I
those,
also thought it was gonna. Is
right.
it?
And
Is it leaning towards that?
I mean,
I don't.
because like she had PTSD, and then you hear her father was like, she doesn't have PTSD. It's not like she was in Nam or anything.
Yeah,
Like,
that pissed me off that scene,
yeah.
but it's supposed to.
And then she, as she's older, she's explaining to her husband about like, I just don't feel like myself. And he's just like, I mean, you look like yourself. And it's just
Yeah,
like, that's just
that
the
was
stuff you
annoying too.
go through when you like have a mental disorder and like you're dating somebody who doesn't understand that. And it's,
A cool hint of that she was not the original Adelaide was them on the beach, and she's like, sometimes I have a hard time speaking.
yeah, yeah. And the fact that she's a vegan.
Mm-hmm. Wow, Jordan Peele, like
Oh,
a
did you
lot.
notice I didn't notice the first time I watched it, but the second time I watched it, the girls, they were doing cartwheels on the beach.
Mm-hmm. I
And
know. Yeah.
the beginning, I'm just going off the things I didn't notice. The beginning, when they were sitting around the table talking, they were telling their daughter that she needs to be looking forward to track next year because she can be an
Uh huh.
Olympic track star one day. And her tether version was like super fast too, so it's like,
Yeah.
oh, that makes sense.
Because the one thing I did laugh at from the idiot next to me, he's like, when she ran away, because they gave her, the daughter, a chance to run away. She's like, little girl, this is your chance to run. So she runs, and she runs so shitty.
Right.
And I guess that's the point. I didn't notice that at that point. And everyone's like, no way, she's a fucking track star. I'm like, all right, that's the one piece of content I'll let you guys have, because I was thinking that. And then the tethered is like, yo, Usain Bolt.
um, the second time I watched it, this couple in front of me was making me laugh because I guess she was mad at the dude that she came there with. I didn't hear what he said, but this is like at the very beginning of the movie when they like switched from 1986 to present day. And she was like, it started off in 1986. What part of that don't you understand? Like she's yelling at him about that.
Damn. Sometimes I kind of wish I could have a theater to myself. This is just ridiculous. Keep your shit at home. What I don't understand, I'm gonna keep ranting on people who talk during movies. I don't care if you talk during movies. Just whisper or politely talk to the person next to you if they're confused or whatever. People really be talking in full voice. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's happened at so many opening nights of me. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep my cool. If one of these commentaries, I'm gonna be in jail.
Only time I find it acceptable is when I go to the movies and the movie is awful.
Ass.
Yeah,
But to someone
like The
else, it might
Boy.
not be awful. Or they just paid money to watch a movie and get away from it and not hear your ass talking. I don't know.
Nah. Have you seen The Boy?
No, I was when I first saw the trailer, so that was interesting. But once I heard what it was about, I was like, "This
Yeah,
is stupid. This is
yeah.
fucking stupid."
But those who did see The Boy, when the scene where the man jumps out the wall, somebody just booed real loud and just walked out. Like,
Yo, honestly, that's pretty funny because that was I didn't see that movie, but I know that's the
yeah,
climactic part. That's a
yeah,
shitty part of a movie.
yeah. I was angry. I was so mad, but that dude made me laugh. So I was like, all right, it's not that bad, then I guess.
They really
Oh,
thought they had something with that movie. No.
it was so boring and oh god. But
Um,
that's
I'm trying to think of what the horror references were that Jordan Peele put in Us. I know that some people were talking about this movie called
Chud.
Yes. I never seen it, and there was hints all around about it.
And the Goonies.
Where was the Goonies?
It was a VHS tape right next to it, and then uh in the Goonies, one of the scenes, the kid with the braces, he was like, "Down here, it's our time down here," and in Us, Red, she says, "Up here is our time is up here." So that
Mm.
was a Goonies reference right there.
I'm looking at an article. It says they referenced with the Lost Boys.
Oh yeah, yeah, because she was like, in the very beginning, the mother, Adelaide's mother, she was like, "Oh, I think they're filming a movie around here. You should go see if you can be an extra." This is where
Ah,
Lost Boys was filmed,
there's this movie called
which
Climax.
is actually pretty funny because when I heard that line the first time I saw the movie, I was like, "I bet it's the Lost Boys," because we just watched the Lost Boys like last month, and that set just reminded me of Lost Boys, and that was right.
There's the obvious Jaws t-shirt that Jason wears.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Night of the Living Dead, but I don't know why. Shining.
With the twins.
Yes. Golf Club from Funny Games.
Never heard of it.
It's when I actually always want to see this movie. I would like to review this. Never seen it. These spoiled fucking white people just break into these families' house and torture them for no reason.
Sounds like The Strangers.
Yes, and that's my favorite movie. So I'm really into home invasion movies. So one thing that's a
I'm
realistic fear.
so upset that this. I mean, I'm glad it went the way it went, but this movie would have been dope if it was just a straight up home invasion movie. Because
People thought it was going to be like that. Oh, I
yeah,
do have a complaint though. That's beyond the complaint I had before with the humor or whatever. The reveal was too fast. Within 30 minutes, the tethered was already had them captured, and then there was an hour and a half left of a cat and mouse game.
honestly, I liked it because I didn't want it to be drawn out. I, I don't
But it's
know.
a lot of movie of just cat and mouse.
Was it all just cat and mouse?
It
I
seemed like
guess
it,
so. Yeah.
which is fine. It was still, whatever critiques I'm having about it, it's still a great film. Obviously, this goes, I guess, into our ratings. We don't even have to ask each other. We're giving it spookies. I would assume you changed your mind.
Yeah. I mean,
If you
I was gonna give it spooky regardless.
Okay, I was gonna say what does okay equal as a spooky?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we give the super spooky. Yeah. Uh, we really enjoyed this movie. I hope Jordan keeps making movies. He's trying to do different things, even though a lot of people are saying he's doing nothing new. He's borrowing horror influences from 50 years ago and no one notices because it's not what you've seen. Even so, mixing it into this new generation is something we need.
Right.
Even if he's not the most original, it's still a quality film. You're
It's
just
people are stupid because all they do is make remakes anyway right now. Like,
Yeah. So you're gonna complain that they're making remakes that are shitty, but then Jordan tries to make something a little bit fresh, even if it's maybe not completely like his idea or whatever. No, he's doing something that no one is doing, and I really appreciate it because horror movies are very, very predictable, very just like you know what you're getting out of it. It's a slasher, or it's like a stupid trend like a paranormal activity or something. Like this is refreshing. We need more of this. So good for Jordan. But yeah. This has been the Spooky Dooky Podcast.
I'm Derek.
I'm Mike. Keep it spooky.
And stay dooky.
That was a good one. I enjoyed that one. Maybe because we actually liked it.